Hi, my name's Danny. My wife Cindy and I have driven a truck over the road for the last 30 years. Recently we decided to buy a sailboat and, along with our friend Steve, to sail around the world and have a ton of adventures. Anyway, we're just getting started and this video shows our Shakedown Cruise. That's right, we got on the boat to fix some stuff and wanted to see if things actually worked. It was a busy time in November. We received an award from our company for safe driving, and then we immediately quit our jobs. After that, we moved a bunch of stuff from Colorado on down to the boat, started getting moved in, and we also, we dyed our hair blue. We'd never done that before, or any dyeing whatsoever, so it was a new thing for us. When we sold our house in Colorado, we separated stuff out into things if we ever owned another house or not, and things to go on the truck and that sort of thing. And later, when we decided we were going to buy a boat and sail around the world, we had a little section called boat stuff, maybe the next house stuff. And then we got a list from our mentors about what kind of tools we need. Of course, we had all the tools from trucking, which, of course, a lot of them aren't appropriate, but, a lot of them are. Diesel and 12-volt wiring, definitely going to be well supplied in that. So we brought 3 carloads of stuff down from Colorado, and we actually have quite a bit of it put away. But it's a little daunting to take a look at what we haven't put away yet. How's it coming, Cindy?
I'm working on my clothes. I think I brought too many clothes, but I'm going to put some underneath for if we need them later.
Well, and there's always Goodwill. That's a good idea. We'll go shopping in our own clothes instead of going shopping at the store. As long as there's enough room underneath. But anyway, we'll have to see, because it is a 50-foot boat. And how long was the truck? Probably our sleeper area was what?
5 or 6 feet.
5 or 6 feet. So we are good at this. It's just a matter of getting it done. After working on boat projects for about a month, on my birthday, it seemed like we could continue working on the boat forever and not go anywhere. We had heard that happens to boat owners. In fact, our buyer's agent, Richard Jordan, had mentioned that boat yards are places where dreams go to die. Wow, that is sad. We didn't want that to happen to us. So we made a list of the critical safety and operational items that we needed to finish before we left and found out that we had completed them. Woohoo! We could go boating. We decided to leave on our Shakedown Cruise and begin our circumnavigation on December 10th, 2019. Leaving Shelter Cove had some challenges. We have a deep draft. That means our keel is 6'6" below the water. Anytime the water is only 6'3", well, we test our ability to be embarrassed and maybe test out our tow insurance. Anyway, we left it mid-tide and cut it a bit close. We only had about 4 inches of water under our keel. Then we needed to wait until almost low tide before we went under a bridge that is on the way out from Shelter Cove. Our mast is 65 feet tall and there's an antenna on top of it. The bridge clearance is 65 feet also. So it was a little hair-raising getting underneath that thing, but we made it.
All right, we're coming up on that bridge. Oh boy, is this exciting. Oh, I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah. Woohoo!
We exited the Tybee Roads Channel at 13:58 and had decided to follow the 3 nautical mile line going south. We had great weather, saw dolphins, and ended up using our B anchorage due to time. We did cover 37 nautical miles down to Wausau Sound, where we anchored in 7 feet 9 inches of water. Had a nice sunset, and Steve had a cell so he could get some work done. I feel the bad moon horizon. Hey Cindy, what'd you think about our first day out there?
Oh my gosh, what a great day.
Woohoo!
We got to start on Danny's birthday.
Yay! Steven, you feeling good about it?
Yeah.
You are navigator extraordinaire. You also solved some IT issues. Steve's putting up our anchor bolt. We've never put it up, so this is the first time we've anchored. Whee! We're gonna have a beautiful sunset here in Georgia. Our second day was also amazing. After we took the time to look up the weather, the tides, picked out our A, B, and C anchorage plans, we got a bit of a late start and ended up at our B anchorage because of lack of time again, in Johnson Creek, Georgia. We saw dolphins again and began playing with different sail configurations, and honestly what we don't know still amazes us. Our anchorage helped us learn about our boat. As we observed since then, our deep keel makes us current bound instead of wind bound. That ended up being a little bit of an issue for us, as a line came off our boat and got into the water, and as we spun around and around the anchorage, it got wrapped around the prop. Not a good deal. We tried several things to get it loose before we actually decided to send someone down into the water, into the inky, cold, frigid Georgia water in the middle of winter. Well, I guess it was winter, but it was Georgia. So anyway, once we made the decision to go in, we waited for a safe time to do it and got the line cut off. So Steve, you gonna use that winch to haul my carcass out?
Yeah, basically.
Sweet.
And yes, I'm going to leave it connected there.
Okay.
So the issue is when you wrap, I'm hoping that, or I'm assuming I may need to
56.
help.
I like water somewhere between 57 and or 56,
Does that change
58
anything?
degrees.
I think we're just
No, I'm documenting.
You're wasting time not wanting to go
Documenting.
in. What?
So, we got up ready to go this morning, and I discovered that one of the lines had gone overboard and gotten around the prop during the gale force winds last night. So I'm about to put on my wetsuit. We waited for slack tide, and here in this Georgia River, I'm gonna try to jump in and get our prop untangled, and Cindy's job is to keep me from dying. What do you think, Cindy? Anyway, success! Got the line unwound from around the prop. Anyway, found out we have some barnacles on our boat, but I don't know. And the water was cold, but anyway, got it done. We can get back underway. We lost a day due to the line around the prop, but we got a lot of work done on the boat. The next day we decided that we could take a day on the Intercoastal Waterway, the ICW. Normally it's not a good choice for us with our deep draft and high mast, but we saw that if we hit Muddy Creek at high tide and cleared the bridge before Brunswick at low tide, we could enjoy a day of motoring. The wind was poor for sailing anyway, and it was supposed to be rainy for most of the day, so we decided to enjoy our inside day. Saw more dolphins, a lot of birds, and some very remote places. Besides, after 2 days of not having any internet, Steve had a ton of work to catch up on. So I gave him a chance to do that as we were motoring along. We made it to Brunswick Landing Marina, which is where we end up spending Christmas. Great marina, and we learned a lot from the other cruisers. They are such an amazing resource, always willing to help out. Day 4 continues to be our only day inside the ICW.